Alright, we're now leaving Cuppy's. They didn't have no spray for the sunglasses, so we hit over JP's, take them into the bathroom and give them a good cleaning with some hot water. The Schwab Wagon Company since 1868. So that's I guess you call a historic company here in Eville, Pennsylvania. Bet you Lake Tobias is going to have a good day today. I think they forgot to put the ice cubes in my coffee.
It's hot.
They might have filled it with half full milk though.
Well, yeah, because you made it in a hurry.
It's alright. I don't taste that much sugar. It's probably in the bottom of the cup.
Like mine. I just had to stir it all up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I finally got 3 more viewers. So that puts me up to 18 subscribers to my YouTube channel. So whoever's out there watching, thank you for subscribing. My plan is to at least get a year's worth of video on YouTube. And see where I am, see where I'm at, and then think about what direction do I stay or do I go, because I'm not receiving any money from YouTube making these videos, because you have to have an AdSense account and you got to have so many subscribers and to get an AdSense account. So I'm doing this for just the pleasure of entertaining you. Patreon, I do not have any Patreoners yet, so I am not receiving any funds that way. I'm still waiting to see who's the first Patreoner to just contribute $1. Said when I got to 100 subscribers, I'd be giving out MREs, meals ready to eat, which there are 24 of those, and a projector, which is number 25. So So out of 100 people, 25 people will get a gift. Gunder's Grub House. Too bad they're not open for breakfast. We might have stopped there. They're only open for lunch and dinner. So you might notice a slow up in videos because I will be away at school in August in North Dakota. And I'm going there for culinary school. So I have a 4-week culinary school. Potato rolls in America.
I don't like potatoes.
I don't know. I never knew you could make rolls out of potatoes. I guess you can make rolls out of anything that's a grain. So. Now, who the heck thinks that commercial on Hulu with the for the car commercial that has about the glob of cheese and the goat skull, and who thinks that's a weird thing to start off a commercial with? Actually, I need to take a little excerpt of that and put it on here, but then they'll probably get me for copyright. I have a couple more videos from the Hershey Park to upload, and then our adventure on the abandoned road, which we didn't know we had that close to us. We didn't even make it the whole way because Rocky and Precious, and then Rachel got tired. And it was pretty hot out. I give it that. It was hot out. And we ran out of water. We are going to Del Grosso Amusement Park. How do you feel, Rachel? The silent treatment. Great. She is so excited as she takes a sip of her. I don't even think you can call that coffee. Might as well call it milk.
Milk and sugar.
Your peppermint. We have a leave-in here? Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Hey, a nice truck for sale. Wonder why it's for sale. I guess, hey, we might want to buy it so we can cut down our pine tree.
Yeah, that thing needs to go.
Actually, I would just like to take off all the limbs and leave the main body of the thing,
Yeah.
and then do something with that. Looked like the door was open to that church back there.
Probably. It's been abandoned for how long? I don't even. Do they even do church in there anymore?
I don't know.
Because when the steeple fell off, they didn't even put it back up.
Well, there you go. Or maybe you go to the church that owned it. Be like, excuse me, but can I rent it for a small fee? And have your massage therapy business running out of there. You'd have tons of rooms. And then they can go in and pray. They make it out alive. And we call it Rachel's House of Pain. And then you have whips, chains, flogging devices. And they have no secret passwords. Because they probably have the little altars in there and the pulpit. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. I used to be Baptist, conservative Baptist, until I went south and then went to a southern church, Southern Baptist church. Now I'm Southern Baptist. And let me tell you, when people start speaking in tongues and they feel the Spirit of Jesus in them, oh Lord, you have a party up in that church. What do you think of that, Rachel? She's not talking this morning. I was thinking about going to Hack and seeing if they couldn't take my credits from KTI. If they would take them.
Then I go about going back to school too, but nothing really interests me.
Well, I'm going to see how this culinary arts school goes. Because basically they give you the culinary certificate at the end that you're calling it in 4 weeks. So instead of going like whatever KTI's was like 18 months, they crammed everything in 4 weeks.
Better stay right there, buddy. We going SUV.
Yeah, here's the Sheetses. They abandoned Sheetses here. Perfect place to put a business. Someone bought it but never did anything with it. Here's the new Sheets. Not even 100 yards down the road. So what? After they get done with this Sheets, they'll build another Sheets another 100 feet away, even bigger. They do that for tax reasons, because they get tax breaks when they build bigger stuff and hire more people. 40 miles, there's a Sheetz now in Pennsylvania. I don't know anywhere where we do not go that there is not a Sheetz within 40 miles of each other.
Until you get down to Lancaster, and then they're Wawa's.
Wawa's. Well, probably owned by the same person that owns Sheetz.
Probably.
When you get up there to the big boss, yeah, all he sees is money coming in. He goes to the guy that's the Wawa guy, and goes to the manager that runs the Sheetz and says, okay, where am I standing? How much money did I make? Like hotcakes around here. House pops up every week. $300,000 homes.
That one.
Yeah, $300,000 homes popping up everywhere. What do people do? I know on my government job, I make $25 an hour. I know there's no way I can afford that. Because here in Pennsylvania, you gotta at least make $17 an hour just to have a 2-bedroom apartment. And that's been all over Facebook. Because they have it all figured out on that one little, whatever pops up every now and then at each area, what you need for a 2-bedroom apartment and hourly wage. And that pops up, and I clicked on there, and Pennsylvania come up with $17.50 you would need to have a 2-bedroom apartment here in Pennsylvania. I know this guy ain't gonna wreck because he drive too damn slow. And I think we were up on the side of this mountain, walking the side of this mountain. The advanced course. You wanna do the advanced course again?
No.
You heard that. She said no, real quick. You wanna do it in reverse? Go down the hill instead of up the hill. What if we go the other direction? But then that's going to take
the gap.
Yeah, towards
That'll
the gap.
take like 6 days to get there. The rate I walk.
Yeah. From
We better go
225 to
72.
Route 72 there.
We better go buy a double hammock so we can string it up in the trees when I'm getting tired.
Yeah, that would take a couple days. That there would take a couple days.
That would be a good test for all your soldiers. All right, boys, we're gonna start here, and we're not gonna stop till we get to.
See, I don't understand that. If they
None
wanted
of
to
this
do that,
going out in the field crap.
if they wanted to do that,
Pack up your shit, and we're gonna hike.
What they should do is you take a ruck, pack what you need in your ruck, and then go ahead and start from, like, say, here on this side of the mountain, here on what's this side of the mountain? Clark's Ferry side, and end up at the Gap. But since you only have Saturday and Sunday,
Right.
they should do short, you know. They should do something short like that.
You could probably do it in 3 days, or no?
Well, they could make it like they could make it like put you on orders for like a couple for like 5 days, and then you could do something like that where you just like,
or like when you have your AT, instead of going in the field, you say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We have this many days to get from point A to point B.
right, and then you could pack your little pup tent and then everything, and then you just can go out there and walk along.
What the heck was that?
But and you can still go out and do, you know, your
Exercises. Or whatever they do.
team leading exercises and your troop movements. You know, but don't take a weapon with you. You know, concentrate on the troop movements.
Yeah.
Concentrate on the team building exercises. You know, give people confidence.
Give them a map and a compass.
Well, yeah. Well, you don't even, if you want to go that route, that technical.
But I mean, the trail is marked.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't really.
But I'm saying there's stuff they can do to build people's self-esteem, since we're in a time where we're dragged so thin and people have anxieties and depression building. They could do something more fun than what
that would teach all the soldiers how to work together, instead of, I don't know, you know, every weekend,
that's
once a
what I'm
month.
saying about team building.
Yeah, like, because I mean, you see each other once a month and you're like, hey,
team building.
you're not like, holy crap, this is the situation that we're in, how do we get out of it? Problem solving and trying to figure today's thing, they're hooked on old methods that do not work in this day and age, like the MKT you cook off of does not even apply no more, because you cook in a kitchen and you marmite it out to them. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Now, if he goes up 11 and 15, the bread person?
yes. Why did why couldn't he? Okay, he's going up 322. I was going to say, if that's the case, he should have went up the other side of the river. Maybe he's following his evil GPS. But yeah.
Oh,
He's going to Camp Hill. Going back to home base, maybe. Amity Hall here used to have a hotel, but they tore that down. But the only thing left is the Exxon station, and that's all boarded up. You can see it from the road here. It's all boarded up and got weeds growing all over top of it. It's been abandoned by Exxon. I guess if you look around here, there's a little remnants of history.
fine remnants of history. Right now, this Velociter's getting 42 point what?
5. Just dropped.
42.5 miles.
It was 43 until I don't know, until I got to this section and then I put the cruise on. It'll go up, although it's going down right now. Now it's 42.4.
Well, that's because it's probably the fuel. The fuel is key. If I use high octane, I get a little more miles per gallon. Right now I use mid-grade fuel.
It also has to adjust because, I mean, it's not, you take the mountain every day to work. It's not used to
Yeah.
highway road.
Well, yeah, the mountain really cuts into miles per gallon. If I took a flat route to work, I'd get more miles per gallon.
That's probably why the Jeep is going up, because I take the highway to Camp Hill.
Well, yours should be getting at least 21 to 27, or 25 to 27 miles to a gallon. So that's why I was sitting there like, and you first bought it and you're only getting 17.
Yeah, it was only getting like, about that.
And you look it up on the thing and it says 27 to 25 to 27 miles per gallon. And I'm like scratching my head, what the hell's going on here? And you said you had it into the shop. So we got to put new spark plugs and wires and
The guy I bought it from, he garage kept it. I mean, he worked at Ladies in Mifflintown, and he said he changes spark plugs every so many miles that you're supposed to change them 30,000 or whatever.
well, if he's only getting 17 miles to a gallon,
But I mean, he probably didn't drive it long distances. He probably drove it from, he lived right up the road from my parents, so he probably drove it from there into Ladies and back and forth. And that's only maybe 10 miles.
so you can see the remnants down there of the dams that they used to do to collect the fish.
It's a nice Jeep.
So I was thinking about asking Lane if they could haul my truck back over to
TW.
yeah, TWD or whatever that is, and let them put the whatever you call it in, get the truck running again. But I gotta do that last thing. I guess I can do that tomorrow, pull that thing off and then remount. Huh?
I said, I wonder how many trucks he has. She just bought him that new one. I asked him last night, do you still have the little blue Ford Ranger that
Yeah.
he bought? He was like, yeah. And I had the red truck, and I had this truck, and I had... It's like, do you have a car lot at your house, or what? Like, Jesus.
Must be a good business.
Towing? Yeah, probably. I mean, he picks up cars and he takes them to the auction in Grantville. That's where Joe used to work. So they pick up cars constantly, take them to the auction, drop them off,
what I
He's
would...
the tow man, he's the repo man, he's the...
So what I would like to do is I'd like to take it down to Mako and get their estimate on like inside, because when you take it to Mako, they'll like say if this knob's broken or this is broken, they'll look it up and then they'll order it and put it in, and then they'll do a paint job.
Seriously.
Gotta get it running. I was just gonna have you with your Jeep tie around the toe and put it around underneath, and then you could pull me a little further forward so we can get it away from the poles and the fence. I gotta go ahead and drop that thing and then do the thing and then put the drain plug in.
Oh yeah, all those trucks sitting out again. They didn't used to. For a while there, they didn't have anything sitting there.
It's 9:23 right now. I forget the last time when they paved this.
I think it's been a while.
Yeah, I thought it was when I was 20 years ago. It's probably been updated a bit since then.
Well, I know down on the other side of Clarks Ferry, 322, they have the counters down, so they're counting traffic. So maybe they're going to be patching down that way. And eventually they'll do this. But seriously, buddy, I'm going 70 miles an hour and you're passing me.
I am an American.
American with your nice Dodge truck.
It says I'm an American. He pops out and he's a Muslim descent. Just because you got your citizenship doesn't mean you're American. Your DNA. Well, it's a melting pot here. But I would say you're more Irish, German, English, French, part of America is.
My mom's side is England, and my dad's side is from Germany. They got me going like me.
Oh, there's a chair. Someone fell off of someone's.
Lost a chair. Your table and chairs, but there were 6. Now there's 5.
We are now passing Millerstown, Pennsylvania, where Stitch in Time is. That is the antique shop that will let you take video.
But the ghosts cut out the sound.
Yes, Ghost cut out the sound. I have no clue why. The sound did not work. We went to the second floor and sound stopped. And then it didn't pick up back up till we were ready to leave in our Stitch in Time series. If you look at that, boy, he has a lot of junk buses. We could probably make a Pirates. What is that?
Plate?
No,
Oh,
the car.
Prius.
Oh, Prius. Okay. I guess they fed your gerbils today. That's why he's
No,
moving so quickly.
He charged his gerbils. That's probably a hybrid where you gotta plug it in. Electric car. This guy's flying.
Oh well, we'll get them on video if they fly past us.
He's probably going 90 because I'm going 70.
Oh, we'll get them on video. They're flying past us. KKKE 5319. Going 90 miles an hour on. On 322. But of course, this won't be seen till like weeks later. And everybody has to get over for him because he's probably a state trooper, undercover car, since that's what they're doing now. Switching the color of their freaking cars. And going undercover in different cars too. So they're supposed to be going from white to gray, but they're also going undercover. So you really have to look at the car to see if there's blue lights hidden in there somewhere. Or if they have a funky grill. the where they were making the ski lodge and all that anymore. It all growed up. When I hit 1,000, I can do a super chat mode where I can do a live stream. When I get 1,000 subscribers, I can do that. But right now, I can't do that. So it kind of sucks. YouTube sucks that way because you have to have 1,000 subscribers to introduce super chat mode. I don't know. I can't figure out how to do live mode on YouTube on here. For the price of Del Grosso's Park, $49.90. I paid for the tickets. There was no tax because the tax is included with those tickets. For $49.90, we would have got one ticket to Hershey Park.
Not even one. They're like $64. Like $60.
Was it $60 for you?
Well, I paid 49 something at Giant.
Okay.
So that's a $16 discount.
Yeah. Well,
So, if you buy them at the park, they're like $64 and something.
I'm just saying what we bought it at. So one ticket was $49. So for the price of one ticket to Hershey Park, we got 2 tickets to Del Grosso. But we have a 2-hour drive. So, but we get to see the country. You get to go on an adventure with us, YouTubers and Patreoners. And we get to talk about issues that happen during the week.
This is a nice range.
Alright. Range Rover.
We're going to Penn State.
Maybe they're just Penn State fans.
There's no this way.
There are no football games going on. Oh yeah, that's right. They're going to college.
They got a kid in college that got their entire way paid, full scholarship, going to Penn State, living in a crappy dorm. Because they have crappy dorms. Because I remember when we had to move Kevin in, it was literally like you got this much room, enough for your bed and your dresser and your desk. Didn't even get a window for, you had a window, but you couldn't put an air conditioner in.
Well, this JP's, what is it? JP's Pancake House? All right. It used to be Truck Stop 35. My dad used to work there behind in a garage called Fenner's Trucking. I haven't been in there since probably 95. Because in 96 I graduated high school and entered the military and left for Germany. And then after I left for Germany, I came back home, and my mom didn't like my wife at the time, so we moved to Arkansas, where her family was. I stayed in Arkansas for about 2 years, or maybe less, maybe 18 months, till the ex-wife found somebody else. And then I came back home in September of 2003, yeah, because that's when the divorce was final. Or I was already home. I was already here, and the paperwork was sent to me. No, I was still down there.